So this is a recap for live stream 150, I believe. And as we can see, we've had a profitable day, but it didn't start that well. We only traded two instruments, didn't trade RTY, YM, didn't like the price action across those instruments. Gold, it posed some difficulties. I didn't quite set up the way we would like. Despite going to the upside, very choppy, deep retracements. There was a setup through here. If I would have taken it, I would have lost on this pullback. Possibly get back in for profits, but would have definitely lost on that. So let's look at the trades we did take. So NQ went short. Noticed I was shorting in and around the pre-market lows. Decided to try and get out. So at first I was trying to place the buy order because I was in short. Kept not being placed. Price went up. Hit the close button. Price didn't go in my favor. So hit the close button. It wasn't working. Eventually went the other side. Hit the long. Actually went buy again. Eventually had me in long. Price I retraced. Exited for a short. So went into a bit of a hole early on. Just through here. Just trying to get it in and out of the orders. Had some difficulty. So the problem is these numbers aren't right. These numbers are not correct at all. I'll have to probably get the equity curve up. So what we saw was price set up to the short side. Took a couple of short trades. Was successful in a couple of them. So even this one isn't correct. Eventually took a reversal. And that was based off a lot of volume coming in on this candle that closed as a pin bar. I thought price would retrace, so took a little while to think about it. Then decided to go long. Took profits pretty early. Price retraced to the downside before continuing. Over here, we took a long trade. Price came down, stopped me out. Went long again. Eventually, price hit the target up there at 30. So at first, before taking a trade, I was up at 23. Then after that, went into a bit of a hole. Then eventually took profits. On ES, similar scenario. Earlier on, went short. I didn't like the price action, exited. There was a short again up here. I didn't want to take it because I thought NQ was in and around that support from that pre-market low. Price would have worked out perfectly to the downside. Even with the NQ trade, like the first setup would not have worked. It would not have worked on that retracement, but the second setup here off this candle would have worked perfectly for about 70 to 80 points to the downside where this green line was. On ES, it was a similar scenario. First setup would have been stopped at. The second setup would have hit target to the downside. So the first setup, the target would have taken us down to the, I believe it's 42.75. Second setup take us down. Well, second setup 42.75. Original setup down to the 40 level. Price came down there. Similar scenario. High volume candle closing as a pin bar. And it was, I took this off as well as the NQ at the same time. As we can see, price have retraced very strongly to the upside. So we, on the daily chart, we can see here, had a big candle up, bit of a bull flag, big candle. A bit of a wick, had the selling here, and the selling is being bought back up into the close here on the NQ daily chart, which is the daily chart I use. I'll have a look at the trade performance. There's definitely some work I've got to do here because despite the P&L, I did cut a couple of trades short. So this is where we were, drew ourselves down. Was down 26.711 in drawdown before managed to dig ourselves out of the hole and be up 25.527. Again, previously the previous high was around 23.790. Going to end the day up at the 25.527. Weren't here at the open, pretty much due to our job. We couldn't have been at the charts. We saw price. So when we got to the charts, we started taking setups around, was that 10:23 Eastern Standard Time? Around about the 10:23 mark. Most recent entry was around the 1246. And that's pretty much it. If we have a look at let's have a look at summary page. Total gains, total losses, commissions, profit factor. It's pretty okay at 1.72. Accuracy is unusually high, which is a result of taking those profits early. So I was taking profits early, and that's primarily because I'm still suffering the effects from the big losing day. So I'm definitely a bit anxious when it comes to profits. So you can see the average win has been brought down because we've been taking profits early. So the wins are smaller. There's the average loss. So it's not a great ratio. Largest win, largest loss, nearly double the size. And again, it was taking those small wins with the high accuracy. It's not sustainable, of course. I need to rebuild confidence in the overall system, because if I did trade the system as designed today, even with the new adjustments I'm making, I still could have had a pretty good day, much better than I have, but I'm just happy to walk away with profit after what's been happening this week. So with that said, hold on a second here, having some tech difficulties. With that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.